Top 10 mind-blowing facts about Majestic mountains. You will never guess what the number 1 mountain is. Like and subscribe for weekly videos. In the comments below, list one topic you think should be in a top 10 video and comment if you subscribe to this channel. The monstrous, however sluggish development of the world's covering is the thing that shaped mountains and brought about grand towers over the globe. A large number of the greatest mountain ranges on the planet have been shaped after colossal impacts between land masses. Mountains have since quite a while ago captivated mankind, with thousands attempting to vanquish the most noteworthy pinnacles each year. They are additionally critical for the eco-framework, and as such the United Nations has pronounced the 11th of December to be International Mountain Day, with an end goal to bring issues to light around this point. On this rundown are some captivating realities about masterful mountains you may not know. 10 Beach on Table Mountain. Legend has it that when a thick band of fog or cloud settles over Table Mountain in Cape Town, Jan van Hunks is angrily puffing endlessly at his line on close by Devil's Peak, attempting to outsmoke the fiend himself. Table Mountain, named for its unmistakable level top, is accepted to be around 360 million years of age and shaped after the mainland's split separated and weights developed in the world's covering. Rock, framed by magma that cooled under the surface, fortified the mountain, and ice sheets smoothed the top. The mountain sports a world-acclaimed cableway that has moved more than 20 million guests since it opened in October 1929. The development cycle was stopped by the Anglo-Boer battle in 1880 and afterward again when World War I broke out. One of the coolest realities about Table Mountain is that you can visit a seashore at the top. Skeleton Gorge Beach can be reached by climbing through Skeleton Gorge and making a beeline for the indigenous woodland on the east side of the mountain. From that point you carry on to a hill of rocks called McClear's Beacon, which denotes the most noteworthy point on the mountain. A 5-minute walk will lead you to White Sand neighboring the Healy-Hutchinson Dam, which is one of 5 dams on Table Mountain. 9 Life on Mars. Mount Rainier is accepted to possibly be one of the most risky volcanoes in the Cascade Range, on account of its tallness, yet additionally its steady seismic tremors and significant icy mass mantle. This is in spite of the way that it hasn't created a dangerous ejection in the keep going 500 years. The icy masses on Mount Rainier is home to ice worms, which are the main worms on the planet that go through their time on Earth on ice, from birth to death. They can grow up to an inch long and feed on snow-green growth. The Fumarole ice caverns on this volcanic mountain pulled in a group of researchers and volunteers in 2017 who began a quest for pieces of information to life on Mars. The objective of their examination is to intently contemplate extremophiles, minute life forms, as they work through a presence taking care of the poisonous gases exuding from the ice caverns. This would give researchers a superior comprehension of likely life on different planets. The venture was because of end in 2020. 8 Tallest man-made structure in the UK. The most elevated mountain in the British Isles, UK, Great Britain and Scotland draws around 100,000 guests every year who endeavour to vanquish its most noteworthy pinnacles. The Ben Nevis highest point was shaped by the fell arch of an old well of lava and is accepted to be around 350 million years of age. Ben Nevis' actual name is Ben Nibhace, which is Gaelic for venomous or malicious mountain. At its culmination lies a rough level 100 sections of land long which incorporates a cairn at its most noteworthy point and an old observatory which supported in the development of the cloud chamber. Researchers worked and lived in the observatory for a long time from 1883 to record climate conditions, taking readings all day long and night. The top of the observatory, albeit bedraggled, extends over the purpose of the culmination, which makes it the tallest artificial structure in the UK. The observatory can likewise still be utilized as a type of safe house during emergencies. 7 Home to the gods. Greek folklore named Mount Olympus as the home of the Olympian gods, won during the fight between the Olympians and the Titans. Its most noteworthy pinnacle was said to have been frequented by Zeus. Mount Olympus is the most elevated mountain in Greece and stayed unexplored until it was at last vanquished by 3 climbers in 1913. The mountain control, Christos Kakalos, who helped Frederick Boisonnas and Daniel Borde-Bovy on their undertaking, remained the official guide of Olympus until he passed on in 1976. The mountain has a sensitive eco-framework comprising of several types of both fauna and verdure, including 60 sorts of orchid, cornflowers, lilies, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. On its slants you will discover horned songbirds, brilliant hawks, wall creepers just as European nectar vultures and the Balkan chamois. Bears travel by means of the mountain on their way from the north to Pilio and Thessaly, and 170 distinct types of butterflies embellish the landscape significantly more. 6. Resting place of Noah's Ark. In 1829 the principal recorded climb of Mount Ararat's culmination occurred. The mountain comprises of two volcanic cones named Great Ararat, most elevated top in Turkey, and Little Ararat. Mount Ararat is viewed as hallowed by Armenians and is the nation's central public image, highlighted in workmanship and writing just as on its crest with Noah's Ark roosted at its top. In 2010 a gathering of Turkish and Chinese pilgrims guaranteed that they had found Noah's Ark close to the pinnacle of the mountain during their campaign somewhere in the range of 2007 and 2008. The gathering, called Noah's Ark Ministries, said that they discovered 7 huge wooden compartments covered at 4,000 meters above ocean level and got back to the site of their revelation in 2009 with a film group close behind. They proceeded to state that wood taken from the site and radiocarbon dated uncovered that it was around 4,800 years of age, which could find a way into the hour of Noah's flood as recorded in the Bible. 5. Ghostly Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains structure a characteristic boundary between the eastern coastal plain and the interior lowlands of North America and assumed a basic function in the settlement of the land mass. The Appalachians are world popular, in no little part because of its monstrous national scenic trail which traverses 14 states. The maker of this awesome climbing trail is said to have fantasized about the thought while sitting in a tree on head of Vermont's Stratton Mountain. There have been a few explorers who endeavored to climb the whole path with generally exiting because of injury, disease or extraordinary weariness. In 1955, 67-year-old Emma Gatewood got one of the principal individuals to finish the whole climb. In 2009, climbing the Appalachian Trail became something of an image for infidelity, after it was uncovered that South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford was off visiting his special lady in Argentina as opposed to climbing the path as guaranteed by his staff members. The Appalachians are also known for its evident hauntings, all things considered, for the excellence of the climbing trail. There have been scores of reports of bodiless strides, voices, murmurs, Bigfoot experiences and a spirit wearing proper garments with ice blue eyes that evaporates when drawn closer. 4. Hotel. At the base of the Uga. During the 1930s, gatherings of individuals would accumulate at the base of the Eiger in Switzerland to watch ascending gatherings attempt to overcome the mountain's sheer face. Its north face was first moved by an Austrian-German campaign in 1938, and the mountain, otherwise called the Monstrosity, before long got known for its various fatalities. Since 1935 there have been in any event 64 passings on the mountain, all climbers who endeavored to arrive at the top. The north essence of the Eiger comprises of limestone and ice and is consistently in shadow. It has additionally won itself the epithet, Mord One, which in a real sense signifies demise divider. The Eiger is likewise known to have its own climate framework which is very unpredictable. At the base of the north essence of Eiger, just as the neighboring Munch and Jungfrau, obscured by its monstrous shadow, sits the Bellevue des Alpines. It is here that the previously mentioned gatherings would assemble on overhangs and patios to get a brief look at the ascending gatherings hanging from the side of the mountain. The inn lies 2,070 meters above Grindelwald and Wengen and is one of only a handful, scarcely any, staying terrific inns dating to the 19th century. 3. Incredible tribute. The Matterhorn is one of the most conspicuous mountains on the planet and rides the Swiss-Italian fringe. Its pyramid shape was framed huge number of years back when two land masses collided with one another and constrained the ground upward. The stone at the head of the mountain has been resolved to have originated from the African mainland plate when it pummeled into the European plate. The subsequent pinnacle has four sides that line up with the cardinal bearings, north, south, east, and west. The mountain asserted its first casualties during the primary rising made to the top by a 7-part gathering of climbers in 1865. Just 3 made it back to the ground alive. In the years that followed, around 500 additional individuals have kicked the bucket attempting to ascend the mountain. In 2015, a gathering of mountain guides backtracked the steps of the individuals who rose the mountain 150 years earlier and put shining red lamps along the mountain's edge as they went. The outcome was a heavenly recognition for the bold spirits who lost their lives in the quest for the pinnacle. What's in a name? The local Koyukon Athabascan individuals call the tallest mountain in North America Denali, which signifies the Great One. However, in 1896, a gold miner by the name of William Dickey named the mountain Mount McKinley after President William McKinley. The recreation center in which the mountain sits was likewise called Mount McKinley National Park and was set up in 1917. In 1975 the name of the mountain was changed to Denali by the state of Alaska, however was impeded by the government from doing so formally. At last, in 2015, under the administration of Barack Obama, the name Denali was authoritatively re-established to the mountain. Denali is taller than Mount Everest, however both are basically predominated by Mauna Kea in Hawaii, which is 10,204 meters tall when estimated from its base on the sea floor to its culmination. One growing mountain significant changes actualized by Park Canada for 2020 saw the forbidding of solo campaigns on Mount Logan and some other tops in the Kluane National Park. Ascending gatherings are needed to take out required protection and all salvages will be charged. Mount Logan is the tallest mountain in Canada and the second most elevated in North America. The mountain has the biggest base periphery of any non-volcanic mountain on Earth, and its accurate stature was possibly decided in 1992 when an endeavor of climbers arrived at the top and utilized GPS innovation to build up it. However, the mountain isn't stale at its tallness of 5,959 meters. Truth be told, it is as yet ascending because of consistent structural developments pushing the mountain upward. Likewise, the temperature on Mount Logan go incredibly low and can tumble to 45 degrees Celsius during winter and 27 degrees Celsius during summer.